Starting tomorrow, you don't have to come in anymore. Take whatever you can carry, then leave. The whole auto shop fell silent as the mechanics started whispering. This all happened in a small repair shop on the outskirts of Houston. That afternoon, the owner, Mr. Reed, spoke with a trembling voice. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm bankrupt. I can't even pay this month's wages. The bank is taking the building. The only thing I can give you is what's left in this shop. Anything you can carry out, consider it your severance. The mechanics froze for a moment. Then two of them, Derek and Logan, bolted toward the shelves. Quick, grab that cordless drill, Derek shouted. And that diagnostic laptop? It's worth a lot of money. They yanked open toolboxes and tore down boxes, fighting over the most expensive items. Mr. Reed just stood there watching in silence. In the corner, the youngest employee, Hannah, hadn't moved at all. Derek glanced at her and sneered. What are you staring at, Hannah? Grab something while you can. The old man's broke. You don't owe him anything. Hannah simply shook her head. When the two men finally ran out with their arms full of tools, she walked to the front, picked up a broom, and began sweeping the oily floor and metal scraps. Mr. Reed frowned, his eyes already wet. Hannah, didn't you hear me? I can't pay you a dime. Why aren't you taking anything valuable? Why are you cleaning? Hannah stopped, resting her hands on the broom. Mr. Reed, she said softly. When my husband was in the hospital and I couldn't pay the bills, you quietly slipped an envelope into my locker. When nobody else wanted to hire a female mechanic, you gave me this job. She looked around the oil-stained shop. This place has been feeding my family. I can't just strip it bare on its last day. If this really is the end, I want it to end with dignity. At least, it should be clean. Lights off, doors locked properly. In that moment, Mr. Reed smiled for the first time all day. He reached into his jacket and pulled out a ring of keys and a thick envelope. Hannah, this shop isn't closing. Hannah froze. What? I just signed a deal with a national chain, he explained. We're not shutting down, we're expanding. The new owners had one condition. I had to find a general manager I could trust completely. Someone who wasn't just here for the money. He placed the keys and the envelope into her hands. Derek and Logan, he said with a faint smile, walked out with a few $100s worth of old tools. But you chose loyalty when everything looked hopeless. Starting today, you're the new manager of this shop. Hannah couldn't hold it in anymore. She burst into tears and hugged her boss. Mr. Reed whispered, loyalty is a very expensive gift. You can't expect it from cheap hearts. Then he added, God often tests our hearts in seasons of lack to see if we're ready for the abundance to come. If you believe that loyalty is rewarded in unexpected ways, like and share this video. Thanks for watching.